sometimes it's a little messed up, but okay. So we're gonna really start, okay? All right, this is our Sunday art stream that we do every week. I think it's fun to kind of think up little themes. So for this theme this week, I want to make some butterflies in Core, in the Core Games editor. And we're going to be, kind of why I'm thinking of butterflies is that butterflies are kind of like I really love butterflies ever since I was a kid, and they're kind of like a part of my vibe. And I want to make some nice little butterflies that I can use as graphics for stuff that I make, for little, you know, things I can put in my Discord, or just like little, you know, like nice things for me to use. So we're going to make some butterflies in Core. They're also fun because they're a nice excuse to do some fun stuff with mirroring. And right now, I'm really weirded out right now because I did switch to using my main monitor as my monitor on the left instead of the monitor on the right, and I am real weirded out by this situation, but I think ultimately it's going to be better. I think it's a better setup. So, okay. We're going to make some butterflies. I also have, oh, my head's getting a little cut off. I also have, yeah, it's all new. It's a new setup. So we're all learning and growing together. So we also have, I also have set up, and this isn't always something that people, it's my closet. This isn't always something that people take me up on, but I do have, god damn. Isn't it fun to deal with my green screen? Okay. So I also have a fun thing set up in my Discord, which, just in case anyone wants to do this, we have a channel in my Discord that is called Showcase Creations, and I have a window capture of that right here in Streamlabs. So if you, and this is right here, this is a 3D printed Mandalorian helmet by Almond Tech. So people make stuff that's not just in Core, but this is here if anyone wants to, I'll make it really small for now, but if anyone wants to post, if you're making butterflies yourself at home, you can post them in my Discord in the Creations Showcase, and they will show up on my screen. Let me know in the chat if you post something so that I notice it, but all right. Let me put this in here. Yeah, so holy heck, what just came up here? I got it. All right. So it's an experiment. It's something that I like to do. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's go. We're gonna make butterflies. First thing, let's do something a little kooky. Let's try making a butterfly without a reference image. What if we did that? Wouldn't that be kooky? And then maybe we'll see what happens without getting a reference image of what we think butterflies look like, and then we'll try it with a reference image and see the difference. But we can just kind of think in our heads about what we think they look like. I'm gonna turn my music up a little bit in a bit. Okay. Let's see. All right, yeah, but thanks for joining, and we're gonna have a good time. All right. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? I made such a big deal about this being a butterfly stream. Okay, so what is a good shape for a butterfly? Let's look at our 3D objects. Oh, my cat's here. Basic shapes. Oh god, Charlie's here. Hi, Charlie. Okay. Look at my boy. Ow. Alright, why don't you just stay here with me for a minute? Okay, good boy. Alright. So, let's find some good shapes for butterfly wings. I think this is a pretty fun shape. You know what we could do? Let's grab our default floor. I made our default floor invisible. Woohoo! I made our default floor invisible because I wasn't sure if we needed it. But I'm gonna bring it back for a minute. Okay, so we're looking at fun shapes. I like this shape. Let's put this in the middle. Let's see how we feel about this one. I know, Charlie. I'm gonna put this cat down. Okay. So, here's a fun shape. Let's make it a little bigger. We're just looking for kind of like you know. We're gonna get some new shapes on Tuesday, which is gonna be really fun. All right. There's gonna be a patch. All right, so if we flatten this out, right? This is kind of a cool shape. I think I like that. Now, butterfly wings are pretty flat. You know, this is kind of a, not totally, yeah, okay. We don't need the default floor, screw it. Okay, so here's a fun shape. I think that's kind of neat. We'll see what we want to do with that. No, we want to be, okay. That's interesting, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Let's just leave it for now. Let's see. What are some other fun shapes we have here? We've got that Pringle shape. We've got this one. This is kind of cool. This is kind of pretty. Interesting. Clay form. These are our clay forms, which... Ooh, okay. I'm into it. I'm trying to think of, like, fun shapes for the wings, right? So I just need kind of like interesting irregular shapes, but I want to flatten them out. Okay, I think this is a good candidate, right? And let me know in the chat if you have any ideas. This is Clayform 221. This is something that we used last time we made a butterfly. This was Chompigator's idea of a good shape for a butterfly wing, and I do think it works pretty well. But we used it last time, so I don't know if we want to I don't know if we want to use it again this time because we did use it last time. Oh, here's a cube. We don't need that. Let's get rid of the cube, right? Oh my god, I have so many windows open. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm seeing the chat. Okay. Cool. All right. Here, we'll go back in this Discord. We'll go back to we do have this is a butterfly that I made a while ago. So here's a fun example of a butterfly. Here are some butterflies. Oh, they're so tiny. By Share Love Tea. So if you want to see this is a fun example of butterflies by Share Love Tea. And then if we look back here, here's me. Here's some other stuff. I thought we had another butterfly. Whatever. So that's something I made. Maybe we'll leave that in the corner for now, or let's leave Share Love Teas in the corner because those were pretty cool, and we like Share Love Tea. All right. So yeah, this little corner is the corner for if anyone posts anything in Discord. Okay, so here's some fun shapes. Let's see. You know what's another shape that's kind of fun, and I have used this before. Hearts are pretty good. These hill shapes are pretty good. We don't have to just use basic shapes, right? I think this is a little bit tilted. We don't have to just use basic shapes. We can also use other shapes. So if we go into props, find some stuff in props. Oh, Charlie's back. But I remember at one point I just put the word wing in. There is actually a wing, like a spaceship wing, which I think is actually pretty nice. There are a couple spaceship wings. So let's put that in the center here. And I think this is actually a good place to start. So let's move these out of the way. And we're going with this wing. Now watch this, okay? Let's do oh, G. We're gonna turn off grid snapping. We're gonna turn on grid snapping, okay? So here's this. I like this shape, right? This is pretty cool. Okay. Let's mirror this. Oh, should we put it in a group? Ooh, okay. If we want this thing to have a good, like, pivot point in the middle of it, let's actually, this is what I always say that we should do. Let's do sphere. We're gonna take a sphere. We're gonna put it in the hierarchy. Right in the center We don't need this cube. Let's get rid of this cube. All right, so this is in the center right here. This sphere, I put it directly into the hierarchy, which puts it right at the origin at 0, 0, 0. So I'm going to put this sphere in a group, Control G, and I'm gonna call it butterfly 1. And then we're gonna take this butterfly 1, oops, we're gonna put our wing inside of butterfly 1. So now because, I'm gonna use G to turn off grid snapping. Because our group started out as that sphere, that means that the group, when we click on that group, the middle of that group, the center of that group is gonna be right where that sphere is. So that's gonna help me out in the future. Sometimes it's like if you get these, if you do kind of like some good stuff with the, if you build things like, if you do a little bit of extra thought about your groundwork, it makes things easier later on. So what I'm talking about is here. So because this sphere is our center, actually we can make it a little longer. We could start making like kind of a body shape here. Right? Okay. Okay. So this is like the body. This is like this is gonna be like the center line of the thing. Yes, innovative kitbashing. Yes. Bronze, it's gonna be, it's interesting. We're having an interesting time today. I've got a Snapchat filter. And also, Bronze, I moved my, I am really weirded out right now because I switched. I have two monitors. I have a left-hand monitor and a right-hand monitor. And I switched. I always used to build on the right side, and I switched to building on the left side, and it's really messing with my head, but I think that it's going to be better. Ultimately, I think it's going to be ergonomically better for my posture and stuff. So here's our butterfly. We're starting out. We have this wing. It is funny because it's actually called a wing because it's a spaceship wing. We have set up our pivot point in a really nice spot. It's going to be good for us. So the reason I did that is because we're going to be doing a lot of mirroring, okay? So let's take this. I have this wing. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to choose mirror object, and I can mirror it in world space. So that just takes the whole thing. It kind of flips it over where it's already standing. I can mirror it in local space. I don't remember what that means. I don't know. Local space is oh yeah. World space. Just trust me that what we want is to local it in parent space because it's parented inside of this group, okay? So we're gonna right click it. And then we're gonna mirror in parent space. And I can never remember my axes. We're all learning and growing together. So let's Control W. We're gonna duplicate this thing. All right, and now we're gonna mirror it on the y-axis. Is this what we want? Yeah, maybe. But I think actually what I want to do is mirror it on the x-axis. Yeah. Okay. So now we have two wings already, right? These little guys, I don't need them, but I think they're kind of cute, so I'm just keeping them around for fun. But we don't really need them. Ergonomics, yes, ergonomics, exactly. Okay. Yeah, Bronze, thanks for joining us. Bronze, although I don't know if I should tell you this, Bronze, I don't know if I should point this out, but I do have the Discord Core Creations channel here on my screen, right here in the left of my Streamlabs. So if people post, if you want to make, if anyone wants to make butterflies or post, reference images of butterflies you think are cool or whatever, you can post it in that channel and it would show up on the screen right now. We have Share Love Tease butterflies there in the corner. Once you get to my age, you'll realize how much of a toll all that kitbashing has on your back. Yeah, once I reverse time and become a teenager like Bronze, then I'll realize. Okay, so now we have these two, right? If I want to do some, I don't know if I'm going to deal with this right now. Maybe I'll do this later, but I could be grouping these in like subgroups within the group. Okay, now duplicate those. Now I'm going to mirror them in parent space. Z-axis? No? No, I don't think so. Mirror, parent space, y-axis. Oh, okay, look at this. Do you see what we did? Do you see this? This is already getting somewhere. Am I right? All right. we're gonna change the, oh my gosh, look, do you see? I'm asking if you see what we're doing. Of course you see it. All right. This is not gonna be mirrored completely. I'm kind of eyeballing it. All right, so we're off to a great start here. And the fun thing about these, shapes that we're using here is they have two different materials on them. See this yellow and this kind of like shiny material that we're gonna be able to use different materials on them. Let's put, again, I actually moved all my windows around, moved some windows around on my, not only did I change what, monitor I'm using, I also moved a bunch of windows around on my core, editor, and now I'm confused about that too. So let's, material, what's a good material? Bamboo shoot, that's kind of fun. Interesting. Color override. Doing something a little weird, but let's see. New custom material. Color. Okay, I'm so predictable. Of course I'm gonna use pink. Let's actually not. Let's do something different. Let's use orange. Okay, we'll change the tiling here. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Okay. Brighten the albedo. Desaturate it. Okay. Gradient color. Interesting. Should we give it a gradient? Let's give it a gradient. Let's make it have like a blue gradient. Is that interesting? That's like classy. Honestly, that's like really classy. Good job, us. We're doing a really good job already. Can you believe it? 20 minutes into the stream. We're doing a great job. Okay, I'm into it. Isn't that good? Like, that's pretty. See? I like it. Maybe we'll animate these wings later, but I don't know because it's kind of hard. It's hard to sync them up. That's what we realized last time. Let's give this a material. Oh, should we use smart materials on this? Is it gonna let us, or I don't think we should. No, I don't think we should. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. All right. Wow. I know. It's really happening already, right? All right, we don't want smart materials. Let's change this to, I'm just gonna change it to asphalt right now. I just want it to be a dark material and I don't care that much in the moment. Okay, so this is an interesting, I do like this. Yeah, I do like this. Should we make this rougher? I think that butterfly wings are very, oh, you know what? I need to change the speed of my camera. This is gonna take forever. Ooh, invert metallic. Okay. Whoa. Wow. It's metallic, dude. That's pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad, everybody. Dude, wow. It's metallic. Okay, I didn't intend to do that, but I kind of like it. So, because it's metallic, it makes it look a little darker. So maybe we'll turn the brightness down on it. Yeah, we're really getting somewhere. Actually, if you notice, at the top of my screen, I have already put a little butterfly there. So, that's pretty cool, right? This looks like that butterfly. 5 minutes spent searching, and I cannot find the channel. Seriously? Bronze. It's called Showcase Creations. Hashtag Showcase Creations. It's not called anything special. It's just called Showcase Creations. That's the one that we usually use during the normal times as well. See, I'll put it in. Look at this. See? It's called Showcase Creations. You see it? Now do you see it? There you go. All right. See, the last thing that was posted in there was this Mandalorian helmet. So. What? Well, no, I'm zoomed up in the channel, but you have to post something in there. You can't just... You have to... I know that no one has posted anything in there yet. Because all we have is this Mandalorian helmet. That's the last thing that was posted in there, which is pretty great. I do like it. That's by Almond Tech. Carmel Games is here! No, I'm telling you. You can post, if you post in the channel, it will show up. And I don't know why I would tell this to Bronzesword, because Bronzesword is always messing with me. But yeah, anyone, Bronzesword Carmel Games, if you post something in the Discord channel, it will show up on the screen. For example, if you have an idea of a butterfly that we should make, or if you have an idea of, if you make something yourself, that is, you can post it in that channel. It's called Showcase Creations, and it does show up on my screen. Let's move it, because I feel like it's kind of in a, there, we'll put it there. It's small right now, but I can make it bigger if I want. Okay, what is all this stuff? Oh, okay, all right, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good with this thing. There's a second, see how we have material 1, but we should also have another material. Trim. Oh, here. Okay. Here's our second material that we get to use. Whoa. Alright, that's maybe a little too kooky for me. Lava. Wow. That's exciting. I like that. That's pretty cool, right? Alright. Camouflage. See, but this is, I want it to look soft, you know, because it is like a metal thing. But I want it to kind of like look like it's actually softer than it is, than this metal thing is. What about, might be interesting. Paper lantern might be interesting. Office wall panel. Maybe. Let's try that. Ooh, okay. What about that? Let's do office wall panel. Create custom material. Okay. Maybe like a yellow and a black and a red. Okay. You know, interesting, right? Now let's change the tiling. Ooh, we got some stripes. Okay. Rotate. Should we put a gradient on it? All right. Okay. Oh, I wanted to make it rough. I wanted to turn the roughness up, so turn it to like, okay. You know, it's something. Okay, so we've got this one. I mean, I think it's pretty much done, but I mean, whatever, right? Maybe we could put some, let's put some little curlies on, we need the antenna, right? So let's go Helix. Let's put the Helix, let's do that. What about this one? This one's kind of cute. Let's do this one. We'll put it in the group. So now I put it in the group so it showed up right in the center, right? And we're gonna do mirroring again with this. It's a little kooky. Looks a little bit like a devil horn, kind of. I think this thing needs a head as well, right? Alright. Okay, there's one. Okay, we're gonna Control W, we're gonna duplicate it, we're gonna right click on it. I need to get closer to it. Okay, right click on it, mirror object in parent space. Which one is it? X? I think it's X. Okay, there we go. Right? Now it has little devil horns, kind of like Maleficent vibes. which Maleficent was a really good movie. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was really good. Okay, and then I'm gonna duplicate this sphere, and I'm gonna revert it to this. I'm gonna revert the scaling so that it is just back to being a sphere. So I just did that backwards button, make it bigger, and then we should probably make these antennae also the same material as the body, right? It doesn't have to be the same material as the body. We could do it a different material. What if they're shiny? Who cares? Nice. I love it. I think that's pretty great. Done. Okay. Sick. I know, it has horns on it. Posted my creation. I saw the channel was for any type of creation of various media. So I figure I post it. I worked quite hard on this piece. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. All right, let's open up the Discord. All right, so this is interesting. This is a big, to me it looks like math homework maybe. Wow. This is giving me like, giving me some flashbacks to being in school. This is great. So we've got Bronze Sword's, I think, math homework. Let L and W be the length and width. Maybe we got some geometry here. Cool. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so we've got Bronze Sword's math homework, and we can keep that in the corner. I don't mind. Here we go. Let's make this, we'll make this fit better. There we go. Let's see if we can get, there we go. We'll make this, there's Bronze Sword's homework. I see no issues with that. Let's get our Canva. We'll put this here so people can see that that's what showcase creations, right? Okay, perfect. All right, so here we go. We got our butterfly. It has shiny horns on it, which I think is really fun. That's the first one. We did it. Let's make these wings. I want to make them kind of tilted up a little bit, right? And then, you know what we could do? Let's see if this works. So I'm tilting this up. Let's put these in I'm just experimenting with mirroring to see if this works. Okay, so these are the wing. This is the right side wing. I'm gonna put it in a group. Wing R. I'm calling it wing R, so it's like the right wing. Let's take the whole thing and move it like this. All right, let's get rid of these ones. And then let's just duplicate wing R. And then mirror object X. So now we have it like that. And I think something that we might be able to do is if we take wing R and then we change, if we changed, like for example, like what if we took wing R and we did this with it? I think we should be able to change, take this, the property, go in the properties on wing R and copy the properties and then come over to wing. Oh, I didn't, this should be called wing L. I think I should be able to paste the properties, and this might not work. Okay, so don't get mad at me if it doesn't work. But we might be able to go over into the properties here, paste properties, and then just all of the transform properties. I'm gonna paste all of the transform properties here and paste them. Okay, so then it made it the same. Okay, so then it pasted the properties, so it took that whole wing and it made it exactly the same transform properties as that wing. But I want it to be the opposite, right? So what if I put the scale on the x-axis to -1? No? Okay. What if we put the y-axis to -1? What if we make them all negative? This is something that I was I spent a lot of time making costumes, which involves a lot of mirroring, and I feel like I came up with some ways to mirror stuff. Oh, because I'm doing the scale. Should we just give up? Should we give up? I think we should. Maybe we should give up. We'll figure it out later. All right, we'll just go. This looks fine. Looks fine to me. Okay. I'll figure out mirroring later. I think this looks great. I really like it. So let's take this and just put this off to the side so we can start making another one. Should we look up some reference images? I think we should. All right, butterfly. Okay, so we're gonna move that butterfly. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Okay, let's get rid of these. I don't think we need these anymore. Clay forms, let's get rid of them. Okay, so let's take our butterfly. I love it, I think it's really cute. Yeah, I'm into it. I think it's great. Right? Oh man, that's cute. All right. Now, it's time for some reference images. So, should we, there's a couple ways of doing this. Oh, hi Trashy. Hi Trashard. So there are a couple ways of doing this. Let's go to, yeah, and Trashbird, I don't know if you noticed, but we have Bronze Sword's homework in the left bottom corner. Because I said if anyone posts their creations in the creations channel, it'll show up in my screen, and Bronze Sword wanted to put math homework there, which I think is fine. Math is beautiful. All right, so we need to find a reference images for our next butterfly. I think the first one turned out pretty cool, just doing it from memory or whatever, but I think we should do, let's find a reference image here. So, all right. Okay, so, Blue, are you a core object? I am a core object. I have a lot of vertices. I have a very complicated core object. All right. Blue Clary 01. They always have 01 next to them, even if there's way more than one of them. Okay, now we are looking for, we want to find butterfly, okay? We're putting butterfly into DuckDuckGo. We're gonna go to the images. Amazing. Wow. So it looks like when you type in butterfly, there's a lot of monarch butterflies. They think that if you are looking for a butterfly, you're probably looking for one of these orange and black types of butterflies. That's an interesting thing to see. If we scroll down, we can see some more. I like this one. That's pretty cute. Now, we've already made an orange butterfly. But something that I'm noticing here is that a lot of them have these really nice kind of like pane shapes in them, kind of like this stained glass vibe. I'm also seeing some dots on these, which is fun. We can definitely do dots. Let's grab one of these classic stained glass looking butterflies because I think we might want to do that. That's a classic. Let's find a good one. That's a good one, right? Oh my god, it's so big. Wow. I like that. That one's on someone's hand. I like that. I like butterfly with hand. I think that's cute. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. Yeah, let's do this one. I think this one's cute. All right. Also, it says Getty Images on it, which is kind of fun. All right. So there's a couple things we could do. We could put this into PureRef. I'm just gonna put it on Canva. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, Bronze is going already. I might get back into making more art. aka probably, I think he's talking about math homework. What animation stance are you using? Idle, sit, be cool animation. It's actually IK. Yeah, I know, it's a custom animation. Okay, so here's this cool thing. right? So we're putting this, oh boy. We got a lot of windows. We got a lot going on here. Here's a cool one, right? We like that. Let's get rid of this. I don't think we need this. Oh goodness. Okay, so here's one. I think that one's really pretty. I like it. I just think it's kind of cute that someone's holding it. Okay, here's one. Now, let's grab our references again. I do want one that has dots on its wings. I think that's actually like pretty sick when they have dots on their wings. That one's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I like this one. Okay. Put this one on our screen. Did it not work? Okay. Okay. Here's another one. I like that. There's a lot of orange involved here. So, all right. Now, I'm gonna put in dots, butterfly dot. No, but I like this butterfly with hand. I think we're onto something here. It's cute. What about one that has like nice dots on it? Am I right? Butterfly dots. No. That's kooky. Oh, so there's another idea of doing one that's not realistic. Can I into that actually? Butterfly eyes. See, they have those dots that are supposed to look like fake eyes. That's why I put in butterfly eye. They're scary. These are scary. Look at their faces. They're kind of creepy. This one's really pretty, actually. Okay. I like that one, too. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this one. We'll put that one on our screen. We don't know. We don't know if we're gonna use all of these. I'll put this face is funny to me, so I'll put that one there too. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. Alright, let's get our core back. There we go. Alright. Another thing we can do is we could get them from Canva. Ooh, this one's moving. Butterfly animated. Ooh, this one's rainbow. Wow. Cool. Alright, let's get one that's actually like moving. That'd be pretty cute, right? Wow, I love it. Okay. Alright, I think we've done enough here. Reminds me of Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, it's very spooky. It's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it like cute, but it's kind of cute. It reminds me of the moth memes. You know the moth memes? The moths that are like, brother, can I have some lamp? You know those? Like this guy. See, with the moth that wants lamps. Well, you know it. See, the lamps that want to go into the the moths that want to go into the lamps. You know it. You love it. Okay. All right. So that was a detour. Now, what should we do? Should we make one with the dots on it? I like the one with the dots on it. Let's do that. Okay. So what kind of shape is this? Very rounded. Let's go maybe back into organic shapes. Maybe that would be cool. What about that? That's pretty nice. Where's our... Alright, so we're building at the origin again. So let's put this... Here we go. Okay. Alright, I want like some nice kind of soft, rounded shapes here. So, let's do that thing that we did last time. Ooh, what if we did like a shortcut? Ooh, watch this. Let's make a, copy this. Let's take our butterfly. Let's copy it. I made a copy of our butterfly, right? I'm gonna put it at the origin position. I'm clicking here so I can use that little back arrow to put it at the origin. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm gonna do Alt and then orbit. You can see that its body is kind of messed up. Oh, here, so we need to be in, like, we need to be in local space. Okay. I'm pressing T. Alright, the body is these things. And let's put that where it's in a better spot. Okay. Alt. Alright, so that's better. Now these are... We need to move these forward a little bit, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, I don't care. Alright. Let's get rid of the old one because it was, like, oriented bad. Okay. Alright, so now we have to... Alright, I don't like the way that this is. This thing is not right. We need to have this so that it... I'll show you what I was trying to do, but like I'm not happy about the way that this thing is rotated. What if we do this? All right, we put it back to like the normal rotation. I have my camera moving super slow. I gotta go change the camera speed, sprint speed, crawl speed, acceleration. Let's see if that fixed it. I don't know. Okay. They're looking like battle flies. Battle flies, because they look like they're gonna battle you. Alright, I think this sprint speed needs speed. Okay, whatever. Okay, so here's this one. Let's orbit around it a little bit. Let's back up. Okay. Okay, so here's this one. First of all, these are like way too long. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, some weird stuff has happened with this that I did not mean to happen. Alright. Okay. So what happens if I take this butterfly and I duplicate it? See? And what if I replace the shapes in it with a different shape? See what I'm talking about? What if I replace them with this thing? Hill. I replace the mesh over here. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought would happen. Oh boy. What happened here? That's not what I wanted. Okay. not what I meant to happen. All right. Not great. Not a great situation here. All right, we're gonna give up on that. I'm gonna say that was bad and that didn't work. But it's okay. I'm not worried. All right. We're gonna go back to, we're gonna start from scratch. I thought I could do some interesting things with just replacing meshes in the butterfly, but it's not great. There's some weird stuff happened, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, here's the center. We're gonna do the same thing we did here with this body. Let's get some nice soft shapes for this. Maybe if we go into props, we'll find something interesting. Fantasy props. We could do something with chains. Oh, here, shield. That's an interesting shape, right? I have all those references, but I feel like I'm just kind of winging it. Get it? They look armored, yeah. It's because it's made out of a spaceship wing. Alright. Let's put this in a group. We're gonna call it, Butterfly 2. I was thinking that maybe I would, abbreviate it from butterfly, abbreviate to butt. Like, the first few letters of it. But then it's butt. It's inappropriate. I can't call it butt. Can't call it butt 1 and butt 2. Alright, let's take this shield and let's put it inside of this Butterfly 2 group. Make it bigger. They are armored. That's so funny that Trashbird said they look armored right after I decided to use this shield. Okay. Alright. I mean, okay, right? Not sure which of our references I'm trying to make right now. I'm kind of just, again, winging it. But, alright, let's do this. Control W, and we're gonna mirror that on x-axis. Alright, so now we have 2. Pretty cool, right? Then let's get another shape. Ooh, a fantasy scroll. I like that. What about this? Fantasy sack tied. Sure. Chompy's here. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at all these butterflies. And also we have Bronze Sword's math homework in the left bottom corner. So we do have the Discord channel open. We do have the Discord channel open if anyone wants to put something in there. Right now we're looking at math homework. But Chompy Gator, we are making butterflies, which is something that I know you know how to do. So if you want to post something in that channel, I will put it on my screen. Okay, so Fantasy Sack Tied, right? Alright. I like this. I think this could lead us somewhere interesting. I'm not totally sure what is gonna happen, but like I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Right? Okay, so let's mirror it. X-axis. Kind of cool, right? Like, kind of pretty. See, because it might look messed up when we orbit it with Alt and left click. But no, it's not that messed up. It just doesn't look as messed up as I thought it would. So the little tie at the top of the fantasy sack, see, because we were just using fantasy sack here, makes like a pretty little shape here. Okay, so let's get some materials on here. What should we do here? See, this has three material slots. That's pretty cool, right? like that. Yeah, this is kind of fun. All right, we've got several material slots to fill here. So base material, just gonna change the color of it so we can see which one it is. Okay, base material is that. So let's do something interesting with that. Maybe something that has a pattern on it. Wallpapers are good for this kind of thing. Cool. Look at that, it's got little Christmas trees on it. Okay. Let's do this one. Create custom material. Where'd it go? New custom material. Where did my custom material go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Color. I think we should do like a nice... Oh, what's this one? Okay. I like this one in the corner here. Let's do like a bluish one. We're not really doing the reference images. We're doing what we want. No one can tell us what to do. Metallic, I kind of like that. Let's do the tiling. No? Oh, we have to take off smart materials. Okay, that's pretty cool. Why isn't it letting us change the tiling? Alright. Whoa, look at this! Wow. This is like that thing with the... Wow, okay, wait, so what if we swap these colors? Make this one the lighter one? Wow, look at that. That's like those, but that's like the stained glass pattern that we have. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this is a discovery I didn't know I was going to make, right? So why don't we take this, copy the MUID, and we put it in this detail paste. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting. I feel like a lot of these butterflies, the outside is like a dark one, like a dark material. So let's get a dot. Okay, polka dot, create custom material, color, black, and it has white dots on it. Right? Okay, so let's change the tiling on... Let's change the tiling on these. Okay, yeah. Not bad, right? Not bad. Ooh, oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Wow, amazing. Now, what if we take this pattern metallic? No, we don't want that. What if we take this and we rotate it? What if we rotate it by like 90 degrees? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I think we can do so much with this material. I am like amazed at this. Yeah, this is incredible. I didn't know how useful this material was going to be. And this is just a wallpaper color. This is just like a wallpaper material. This is sick. You could do so much with just this material. We should make multiple copies of this and just mess around with this material specifically. It's the closest I've seen to a monarch pattern in core. I tried and couldn't get it right, says Chompagator. Yeah, this is really good for this monarch. And we don't have to like use a bunch of we don't have to like use a bunch of objects to create this kind of stained glass monarch shape. we can just use the material to fake that. And that's, I love it when I can just use materials to make it, to change. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. I feel like I had it better a while back. Okay, that's fine. So let's take this same material, let's copy it, and let's put it on this bottom. Not. Whatever. The fantasy sack, that's what we want. Paste. No? No? Okay. Why didn't it work? Oh. Whoa, interesting. Okay. Definitely interesting. The fantasy shack is fantasy shack. The fantasy sack is kind of a weird choice for the shape here. I feel like it's making the material do some weird stuff, but I don't know. I'm already committed to it. I already chose it. Okay, I can't make me change it. I already chose it. Okay. So, you know, we're onto something here, I think. This shape is, I think, not quite right for what we're doing here. I like the idea of a shape that has, like an edge on it. Now, what if we just swap this mesh out for a different one? Like, what if we swap this mesh out for another shield? All right, not a great situation there. Should we just leave it for now? Maybe if we change the tiling, it'll make us feel better. It just doesn't work. It's just not right. It's just not right, right? Alright, so I just mirrored those, I just mirrored the shield, because I think the shield is a pretty good choice. So I'll do this, I'll delete that, and I'm gonna mirror this on the wall. Oops. Control W, and I'm gonna mirror it on the x-axis. So there we go. Let's put, and it looks like these are a little bit oops. Okay. Let's give this another cut. Let's give this, what's a nice material to use for this? What if we, like, did something fancy and made it, like, gold? That's not realistic, but it's kind of pretty. Okay. I'm duplicating that. Now I have another one. I'm gonna revert the scaling on that to make it into a sphere. Okay. Let's orbit this and see if it's lined up okay. I mean, I think it actually kind of is. Dude, the bottom looks kind of cool too. All right. I think that material was really a good call. I think it really worked. All right, so we need to put some little, I'm just gonna Control W, duplicate that shape and then place the mesh with, I'm doing Helix again. Or maybe we should do horn. What if we did horn instead? If we did this one, it'd be kind of fun, right? Turning on grid snapping with G. And turning off grid snapping. Alright, so see what I did is I duplicated this sphere and then I replaced the mesh with this horn. Not sure. Not sure if this is what I wanted. But it's not bad, right? I mean, it could be worse. What if we make it, like that? Not bad. Hi, Carmel. Carmel says LOL. I'm not even sure what that was about. Okay. Okay, look at that. That's pretty. What? That's really pretty. Oh my goodness. I love that. Right? Okay. I think I want to make... I call this wing. It does look nice. Now, I feel like if we try to animate it, it's gonna get messed up. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Well, we have an hour left, so maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, it looks pretty. It really does. Does it need anything else? I noticed that these wings are all very rounded, but here these wings have like a pointed end. God damn. The stream is very delayed. You know what I need to do? I guess I need to do it on like super low latency instead of low latency. I'll do that next time maybe. Alright. So these wings, I want it to be pointy like here, you know? Why is Jompy in trouble? Okay, so I feel like this, I want a shape to make this more pointy. So maybe if we go into the organic shapes, we'll find something that will help us. Maybe this one. Okay, why don't we take this shield, Control W. I'm not sure if it's the right choice here. Okay. It might not be a bad choice. It might be fine. Charlie's trying to say something. This is pretty. Oh, Charlie. Okay, good boy. Very proud of you. Very proud of you every day, Charlie. Alright, so I'm trying to make this pointy part, you know what I'm saying? And this is, this pattern, I'm not sure. Let's do, I used to forget about orbiting. Like, I always forgot that that was an option. But if you click on the object, and then you do all, if you click on the object to select it, then you do all, you can orbit around it, and it's really, really useful to see if things are lined up right. Okay. Okay, so there's it's interesting, right? And I might have to change the material on that, or change the Charlie, stop it. You need to leave. You can stay in my lap if you want, but you can't make problems for me. Okay? Alright. So I think this is pretty cool and I like it. Okay, we can't do this. Alright, there you go. It needs to be lined up better. Like, we spent a really long time on this, so maybe the next one that we do, we'll do kind of a quick one. So should we change the tiling on this? Or should we change it to a completely different material? Let's see what happens if we do the override. Do a tiling override here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow. Wow. That's cool. Wow, this is great. Okay. So if we do this, then we can get some fun dot shapes here, right? Want it to look like an actual... Okay, I think that might be about as good as we can get it here. Okay. I love it. I love that. Wow, look at that. Okay, look at that. Oh my goodness. So we're doing so much just with materials, right? Okay, so let's do this. Let's Control W. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to mirror it on the Y. Nope, not Y. On X-axis. Mirror. Okay, so wow. Okay, so we did it. This should kind of have like I think this should have more of a I don't know if that's working. I don't know if that's... Maybe if we make this maybe if we copy this and put it on this. Copy MUID, paste. No, it's not working for me. All right. Yeah, I think that's like pretty cool. I think that works. I think that definitely works. Okay. So, yeah, it works. And should we make these should we put these into a group? And we'll call it wing. And where's the origin on this? That's the problem, is that the origin needs to be, you know, the pivot point needs to be here. Alright. What if we take this and we make it... See, this should be like the pivot point of this wing here. And we'll make it invisible. All right, we're gonna make this, make that wing R, and then we're gonna ungroup, unwrap object. What's the unwrap object? Does that mean unwrap? Okay, fine. All right, so this is, let's make this thing force off. No. Sphere, force off. Okay, so now the little arrows are showing up right at the center of the wing. That's where I want them to be. All right, so let's delete this one. Right. I delete this wing. Okay, now. Well, yeah, actually, let's get this wing kind of at the rotation that we want it to be, right? Because I want it to be kind of... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's do that. And then... Mirror object. Oh, wait, let's make a copy of it, then we'll mirror the object. Dang it, I keep doing it wrong. Okay. What if we look at object from the top? Okay. Okay, so now they're kind of at a little bit of an angle. Looking cute, right? Okay. Okay, so now we have 2. Let's put them next to each other. Let's see what happens, don't they? Let's see if they look cute next to each other. All right. Butterfly 2. There we go. I think those are really cute together. I think they look great. Yeah, I think those look cute. All right, so we need to make another one. I feel like maybe we should make some simple ones. Because I want to make several, and I feel like we've got, particularly this last one, we spent a lot of time on it. What happens if I take this one, butterfly 2, and I duplicate it? Let's move this one out of the way so we don't need it anymore, right? You know what we can do? Oh, Charlie's back. I need to keep him out of the... Alright. Okay, just sit there. That's a good idea. Good boy. Alright. So maybe we can do some stuff with just changing this material. You know what we can do? We can go into our project content, my materials. You can't see it because there's... Can't really see it that well because there's a butterfly head there. You put it there maybe. All right, so we have this custom wallpaper Japanese. What if I take this and I duplicate it? What if I call that one Monarch 2 and I call this one Monarch 1? Okay. Yeah, okay. So Monarch 2. Let's put Monarch 2 on these instead of Monarch 1. Yeah, so let's change this to Monarch 2. Done. And let's change Monarch to see what. Now it's blue. So all we did was change, we made a second custom material, but we just gave it actually I think it looks really pretty blue. Wow. I like that a lot. Wow, that's really pretty. It looks like this one that's on my head. Wow. The Snapchat filter. Wow, I really like that. Okay. So, cool. We already did that. I really like it. But we can also keep changing Monarch 2. Right. We could, change the tiling. See? Wow, so now it's just like tiny little dots. That's actually pretty cute. See, we can do so much with just changing the tiling. That's pretty. What if we... Ooh, nice. And what if we add a gradient? You ever think of that? Adding a gradient? Let's add a gradient. Maybe like a purple. Damn, I love this. This is so pretty. This is so fun. Okay. All right, that was pretty easy, right? So all we did was like add a gradient. And now we have like this pretty, you know, this is very nice. So it's, what if we make it a little darker? Color, ambient, invert metallic. Make it metallic, that's kind of fun. Offset we can change. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. Oh, damn, I love this. All right, there was one that I liked back in there. I think that looks nice. Right? V offset. Ooh, interesting. I could do this forever. I don't know if it's entertaining for y'all, but I could do this forever. Okay. So look, so this started out as a very similar material. Let's make a, maybe we'll make a variation of this dots material too, or should we use a whole different material for that? We could do, you know, I love pink and you know, I love pink and blue. We could take these dots, we change the color override on it. Wow, interesting. Okay. Change the color override. Give it like a purple. Really pretty. Wow. Just making like little changes, you know? Okay. Wow, I think that's really pretty. Okay, so now here we have so let's put this next to its little friend over here, right? So we have butterfly 2. So it's like once you get kind of like the basic structure of something, you can just kind of keep making changes to the details of it. So we can make it like a little bit. Let's change that to local space. I made it like a little bit more rounded. Let's put it inside of wing R. What if we do copy properties, and then we copy properties, paste properties. No, not great. All right, I don't know. Let's take this. Let's take it out of its group and then mirror it. Okay. And then we'll put it inside of the other one, I guess. Okay. I'm not sure if that's right, but hope so. All right, so we have 3 so far. And I'm pretty happy about those. They're working out pretty good. Should we make another one? Should we start one from scratch instead of just doing a variation on this one? Maybe. Or we could do a variation on this one. Let's make one that's like really rounded. Let's see what happens if we take... Let's see. Let's make one with like spheres. Okay, so we're gonna start with another sphere. First of all, I just think these are great. I'm really happy about these, right? Look at that. It turned out really cool. And then this one. Yeah, I think we got some good stuff going on here. All right, so it's 12:23. I think maybe we should make another one, and then maybe we could try to make a GIF. It'd be kind of fun if we try to make a GIF. Should we do that now? Maybe we've been building for a while, so maybe we should try to maybe we should try making a GIF. All right. What if we take this one? So I think this one's pretty cute. Are we gonna try to animate it? Are we gonna try? Maybe we'll try. All right. So wing. Is that the whole thing? And wing L. Okay, so the wings are correct here. Should we put, all right, so should we try, we could put, rotate. No, it's, object curve mover rotator I don't know if this is gonna work, honestly. All right. Let's put it inside of butterfly 2. Object curve rotator. Let's put in this property, let's put object wing L. Okay. Oh, but in order for me to watch this and see if it rotates, I have to. Ooh. Then I have to actually start the game. All right, where's my default floor? Let's bring the floor back. Okay. Now, what if I want to see if this works? All right, let's start the game. Okay, it does not work because it has to be networked, I think. We put the whole thing in client context, maybe. This might not, honestly, this might not work for us here. New group containing this. New enable create network okay, client context containing this. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if it works. Okay, so it is rotating. But that's not the direction we want it to rotate in, right? Not quite. Not quite. That's not quite it. So, let's change it, where'd it go? Where's my object rotator? Okay. So we want that to be... Okay, so it's the X. Okay. Oh boy. All right, so here's the Z. We don't want Z. I think we want X. Oh no, we're in trouble. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I could not do the curve. I could do just like the regular rotator. Let's do that. The curve is too complicated. All right. All right. All right. Object rotator. Let's put wing R. Rotate 2. Okay, so let's see where we want. Let's rotate this wing and see what we want it to rotate to. Wrong one. Okay, so that's the wrong one. That's in butterfly 2. We want to be in whatever this one's called. Butterfly 3. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't like having my hierarchy on this. I don't like having my hierarchy so small. Alright. Alright. So, we have our... We're gonna put ring R on that. Okay, so this is wing R. We want to make it rotate to like that, maybe. And that's that rotation is 90. Okay. All right. So Y. Let's see what happens if I do that. All right, kind of messed up. Not quite. What if we do reverse and take away local space? Okay, so not quite. Oh, let's see. Okay, so it only did it once. We want it to be duration, auto start, repeat count. 1. Action mode. Okay, so it should be -1. It needs to repeat. Counts on repeat. What's happening is that it's only doing it once, and I don't know why, because it's set to repeat. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so it is working. It's working. Not bad, right? So one of the wings is working. I didn't know it was actually gonna work. Okay, so one of the wings is working. And then interval delay. Okay, we'll make it go. Maybe we should make it start at a different. I'm gonna make it start here. Let's see what happens there. Button. Okay. So I wanted to rotate even more. Cool. And I'm going to move my spawn point so that I don't have to start over there every time. This is great. This is working, right? So we want the other one to be like that too. And what I think is going to happen is that it's going to be a little bit out of sync. I think the wings are going to be out of sync, which is annoying, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Okay. So I'm going to copy and paste this object rotator, but this one I'm going to put on wing. Put wing left in the property here, and I'm going to change it to -70 instead of 70. And let's see what happens there. The back of it is weird. Now this is what I said was going to happen, is that they're out of sync. They're a little bit weird, right? That's not normal. That's not how a butterfly's wings would go. Like they would be synced up. So, and I don't know how to fix that, honestly. It might be that I would need to write my own script to do this. Icon. Bonk Dog says, add the other wing, and then you have a neat butterfly. I know. Yeah, I do, but they're out of sync, Con. See? And that is something that I think that the only way I could fix that is by writing my own script. I think I could fix that by adding a script that, by writing a script that, ooh, you know what would be fun if we make the default floor invisible? We can do that at least. And then we can take our spawn point. Maybe I can move spawn point to putting V so I can see my gizmos. All right. Okay. See, so it's kind of synced up, but then it gets out of sync. It's just a little bit annoying. I don't know why it does that. Oops, I just fell. Infinite falling. I didn't see where the end of the... Whoa, that's kind of fun. That's the sun. I didn't see where the end of the base plate was, or like the default floor. I didn't see where the end of it was because I made it invisible. Carlo Games is saying hi to Cons. So, I mean, you know, it's... Ooh, it looks like it's my wings! Kind of, not really, but... you know, so this is what we have. It's not totally synced up, but it kind of goes back and forth between being synced up, and I don't really know how to fix that. Can you think of any value I could change in here to make it get fixed? What if we put it in local space? Is that cool? Sit animation. Yeah, oh, that'd be so cute that I could sit on it. Oh my goodness, that'd be cute. Should we put like a trigger there that makes it so that I have sit animation? You have to create an ability though. It's like a whole thing, right? Make it an equipment. Huh. Okay, we could try that. This thing doesn't have a collision on it though, because I put it in a client context. So I could take it out of the client context and then I could network the objects instead. So enable networking and enable networking. So I took it out of the client context and I enabled networking, which means that I should be able to walk on them, which is pretty cute, right? But yeah, so what we want is we want a sitting. Okay, so Cons wants us to make it so that I can sit on the butterfly. These are I feel like these are not lined up right, and that might be part of the problem here. Like, why is this here and this is here? And what's that about? Why is it like that? Shouldn't these be the same? What is this? Okay, what is the rotation of this wing? -39. And what is the rotation of this wing? So we should make that, let's make this one 12. And let's make this one -12. Okay, so now that they're rotated correctly, so I feel like that might fix it a little bit. Let's see if that fixes it. No, definitely not. They are still out of sync. Damn it. Okay. So we want to make it so that it has, so that it, I thought, Cons, why that we would have a, does anyone know how to do this? I feel like this is complicated. So do we want to have a trigger so that when you approach the butterfly, we gotta do this in 20 minutes, okay? All right. Create, we want a trigger. We make it a part of it. We'll make it cancel. Whatever. Put this trigger inside of the butterfly. And so it's like when you approach it, it makes you sit down, right? Oof, this is gonna be complicated. Oh, so we want a Cons, tell me what you're talking about. Or we want an equipment that makes it so that you can use a key binding to sit down. Maybe there's in community content, maybe there's a key binding to sit. What if we put a chair on it? What if we took one of the chairs from community content? Floor cushion where you can sit by Course Linkus. Yeah, what if we took one of Zaz's famous sitting chairs? That might be a good, a good shortcut. So let's get rid of this trigger for now, so because I might not have to deal with it. Okay. Butterfly. Alright, I'm gonna import this. Zaz's sitting cushion. Sittable floor cushion. We'll put it here. And then let's see what happens if we F to sit. Okay, look! Look at that! I think this is what you said that you wanted, Cons. Are you still here? Can you see it? I mean, not bad. You could give it a different, make the cushion, we could change the geo of the cushion, make it a little bit. We could give it a different material. Okay, well, all right. I kind of want to make it gold or like a. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so here's the cushion. It has a cushion on it, and then you sit down on the cushion. You can press F, and then you'll sit down. Not bad. We could also it'd be kind of fun if we could make it fly. Okay, cushion. Let's see what the script is here. We can make other stuff happen when we sit on the cushion. Oh no, why is it doing this? Okay, here's the script for sitting on the cushion. So, animation stance. So we're gonna change it to this. Okay. Okay, reset player. Interacted event. Okay, so we want is player sitting on interact, else player transform, animate. So we might be able to like spawn some cute little effects when we sit down. That might be interesting. Where's my... Okay, there it is. What if we take this... I'm hiding myself with the script here. Alright. I think we might be able to make it so that there's some little sparkles that spawn when you sit down. So let's grab, let's go into core content and let's grab fairy dot. Should we use fairy dot? Or should we use call out sparkle? Let's do call out sparkle. Alright. So that's not bad. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. We don't really have to change it. Alright, so let's put that in a group. We're gonna call it sit sparkle. Enable networking. Put in a client context. Ooh, I haven't spawned a thing in a long time. Enable networking. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that's that. Let's make it into a template. New template. Sure, I'll call it that. Alright, so, and let's put that as let's put that as let's put that as a property on sit on cushion. Oh, we have to de-instance this. Alright, so add custom property. set reference. Cancel. Why am I not able to just drag this onto it? I should be able to... Okay, cool. Alright. Let's put that into the thing. Okay. So when that happens, we should also have it world spawn asset sit sparkle, and we have to put where it is though. I always forget how to spawn things. I have to look it up. I have to look it up in the thing again. World spawn asset. All right, position. All right, we need to do this. I don't know, I get self-conscious when I do scripting in these streams because I feel like it's maybe not that entertaining to watch, and I feel like I'm always like struggling. So I just kind of want to quit right now. I just kind of want to quit trying to do this scripting. But I don't want to be a bad life example of being a quitter. So position equals... I want it to be... script dot, maybe I'll just do script dot script. Ugh, I don't remember how to get world position. Let's see if it works. We'll see if this... I don't know if this is gonna work, honestly. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's see if it works. I honestly don't think it's gonna work, but, okay, so I broke it. I broke the whole thing. But I don't have an error message, so that's always fun. Chompigator put a chonky cat. I don't even know when that happened. That happened at noon. Chompigator put chonky cat that I'm working on. Looks like that might be in Blender. Whoops, I'm sorry I didn't notice that. I tried to go back. So we do have this. Oh boy. All right. So we do have this. You can sit down on the thing. And we got 10 minutes left, so what should we do with our 10 minutes? Share left to you, what should we do with our 10 minutes? Should we make another butterfly? Should we turn this into a sticker for the Discord? Maybe. All right, let's take a, it's close. Close to what? Oh, yeah, I mean, look at this though. This is cool though. Isn't it cool that it moves? It does move. But they're, hi Cerulean Poet! The wings move, but they're out of sync. But like, you know, what are you gonna do? And we can sit down on it, which is cute. We should make a caterpillar. Honestly, like, yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that. Look at the, wait, watch this. It's like I'm sitting on my shoulder. Isn't that cute? Look at me, I'm sitting on my own shoulder. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, look at that. Do you see that? Do you see it? Do you see how cute that is? Okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make a caterpillar. I think that's a great choice. We only have a little bit of time left, and I think that is a good way to use it. So how should we do this? What should we make our caterpillar out of? I want to say spheres. First of all, let's look and see if there's a caterpillar in community content. The quickest way to make a caterpillar is to just take one out of community content. Oh my gosh, this one's by Daddy-O. Do you remember Daddy-O? I haven't seen Daddy-O around in forever. Okay. Now let's put that in the center. Oh my goodness. This caterpillar is a lot. Oh, here, let's move this. Let's move it out of the way. All right. Nope, not right. I don't know if anyone can tell by the way I'm kind of looking around the screen and kind of struggling a little bit, but I changed my setup of my my monitors and also my core editor a little bit, so I'm like not used to like things being in the spots that they're in right now. Yeah, this is from the Alice in Wonderland jam. There was a game jam that was themed on the Alice game series, and people made stuff for it, and this was from a long time ago. Daddy-O made this. This was a long time ago. We didn't have as many shapes at the time. So that's kind of fun to see. I like that. I'm gonna delete it from the thing right now just because we got to see it and that's all I wanted. But we are gonna make our own, so what are some good things to make it out of? What are some things that maybe give us some like nice shortcuts so that we don't have to work as hard? What if we this might not be quite right, but what if we take these neon bulbs, right? Put the neon bulbs in the center. This is me doing something in a roundabout way. And then thinking that it's gonna save me time, but it actually makes it take longer. So let's try that. So let's take neon material. Okay, create custom material. No, we can't make it green though, because it won't show up. So we have to make it we'll make it blue. Okay, so now we're making it blue. Wow, that's fun. It's glowing. Emissive boost. Let's get rid of the emissive boost. Let's make it, see what I was gonna do is I was gonna dial the thickness way up. See? Let's make it thickness like 20. Okay, okay, look at this, okay? What? That works way better than I thought it would work. Oh my goodness. It's so shiny. Should it be shiny? Is it too shiny? Roughness. Let's make it like really rough. Let's put it roughness 10. Okay. Metallic. Object position, distance scale. We could actually make it blinking. It would be kind of fun, right? It's a glowworm. Oh boy. Okay, that's cool. You can't say that's not cool. And they said it couldn't be done. It worked nicer than I thought it would, honestly. You should do a prompt for the listeners to make something for next stream. I think that would be great. I think we should do that. And we could even have a prompt that we could make something before the stream, and then it could show up. I could show it on the screen if someone's not gonna be there for the stream, but they want to make something beforehand and have it show off. But yeah, what we're gonna do, the next stream I do is going to be a patch scream. We're gonna scream about the patch. We're gonna do a patch day stream on Tuesday because we're gonna have some new objects. We have a spider mesh, and we're also gonna have some other fun stuff like a lot of wrought iron fence stuff, I think. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Actually, I don't know if this is leaks that I'm not supposed to tell. Whatever. Okay, so it's blinking. I really like that. We can change the animation. Animation type, we can change the animation type. We can make it a different type of animation. Ooh, okay. I like that. Let's do that one. Okay. So that worked a lot better than I thought it was gonna work. Should we make it even thicker? Wait, let's see. Okay, now it's 40. I think that's actually even better. Maybe we make it like 30. This is something that I learned from Creation 25. How to do this stuff with the neon. And it's very useful. Okay. So we're gonna duplicate that. Should we mirror it? Maybe we should mirror it. Mirror object. No? Alright. Mirror object. Okay. You know, I think we did it. That's I would call that a caterpillar. I really would. We'll call it cat. We're gonna call it cat or share love cheat. Cause it was Share Love Tea's idea. Yeah, Share Love Tea, the patch streams are really fun. I really enjoy making them. So I'm glad that you like them because they're some of my favorite because we get to just kind of mess around and just do some kooky stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be doesn't have to make sense. We just kind of get to like play around with the new stuff. Okay, so maybe we'll move this friend out of the way a little bit. Where are other butterflies? I kind of want them in the frame too. Oh, they're out of sync. I don't care. I think it's fine. All right. So let's give it a head. It does need some legs and stuff too, I guess. But let's give it a head. Should we give it a bulb for a head too? Because then it will be blinking. You know what we could do? We could duplicate this. And then we could put, we could change the mesh out. And we'll make it like bigger. I think it should definitely have a hat. I think that would be really good. I think that would be important. Oh, it has like almost like a little snout. See, it's got a weird pivot point on it because that's just the way it is. Should we make it bigger? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a good patch stream this time. We've got, I think we're gonna have some pretty cool stuff. So I'm excited for it. And these are our other butterflies too. We've got this one. I really like this one. We've got some good ones. We've got some good butterflies today. Let's see. So, we've got, it's 1. I said I was going to be here till 1. We can stay for a little bit longer because I do want to finish up this caterpillar. So let's give it, I'm going to press Alt and left click to orbit around this thing. Does it look good? I think it looks pretty cute. Wow, I love it. See, this is actually like a little off center, but I think it works. Like, I think it's kind of cute like that. So we should give it some little, antenna, but it also needs a hat. I really think it needs a hat. So we'll give it some cylinder. We'll give it a hat first, and then we'll give it an antenna, or should we give it an antenna first? Let's do Helix. And I think this one will be good. I'm actually just dragging it where I want it instead of dragging it into the group. Sometimes I often drag things into the hierarchy instead of into the viewport, but this time I kind of like it like this. This is sick, honestly. I think this is gonna be good. Okay. Let's see what happens if we mirror it. Oh, we have to put it in side of there. Let's see what happens if we mirror it in parent space. Maybe we'll mirror it in local space. Ooh, I kind of like that better, actually. Mirror. And what in the heck? What happened? Oh, let's lock our default floor. I always forget to do that. Okay. Control S, I forgot to save. Okay. Okay. It should be inside of the caterpillar. I duplicated it, and then I'm gonna... It's not inside of it. It should be inside of it. Oh. It should allow me to mirror it in parent space. Oh, mirror object, parent space. Okay. I mean, kind of, right? Alright. So there's the little head. Let's make these a little bit smaller. Maybe, right? I need to be selecting both of them. Make them a little smaller. Okay. These are like lined up a little weird. But it's like, it's not bad. You know, it could be worse. Should we give him a material? Let's give him car paint. Car paint advanced. Ooh, yes, I love car paint advanced. I did say I want it to have a hat. I really do. I really want it to have a hat. So, we're gonna put a cylinder on it. Cylinder rounded bottom aligned. Should be like a really big hat, or should it be... I think so. I think it should be pretty big. I love it. I think it's great. Where are my butterflies? I want them to be closer. There. There's one. It's pretty, right? And here's the other one. Okay, so let's do this hat. Okay, Control W, and we'll make the brim of it. Okay. Honestly, yes. ShareLoveT says everything is more adorable with a hat. No, I really think so, and I feel like ShareLoveT, that makes sense that you would say that, because I think that kind of goes with your kind of aesthetic from what I've seen of the things that you make. All right. So these are kind of getting in the way of the hat. So maybe, should we make them smaller? Ooh. All right. They need to be, they're getting in the way of the hat, but is that okay? Because maybe if you're a caterpillar and you have a hat, maybe you have special holes for your, little antenna things, right? So maybe it's fine. Now, what is happening here? Why is it... Okay, I wanted to lock the default floor. Alright. It's something that I forget to do, but everyone should know. You can press a little lock next to something that you don't want, if you don't want it to accidentally click it. Like right here in the hierarchy. That's true. Okay, Chompagator said that. Got it wrong. Chompagator said everything looks better with a hat, and I credited that to ShareLoveT, but actually that was something that Chompagator said. But yes, Chompagator I think also... I could see Chompagator also being into hats. I get that. Alright, let's give it a hat. I'm sorry that I, oof, you guys, I'm struggling a little bit because I moved all of my... I know I keep saying this, but I switched monitors. I'm building on my left monitor instead of my right monitor, and it's throwing me off. But, oh, let's put it at a little jaunty angle. Yes, I love it. Okay, let's give it a material. Maybe moss. Or should it have like a fun pattern on it? What about, stripe? Get rid of smart materials. And, we'll give it red stripes. Give it, pink stripes. Give it purple stripe. I don't know why I keep... Doesn't matter that much, but okay. Alright, it doesn't have eyes or anything, so I guess we should do that. And then I think we can be done. Oh my god, Charlie's back. Still fun. Thanks for the forgiveness, Share Love Tea. Share Love Tea forgives me for getting it wrong, getting the names wrong. We've got a cat back here. Charlie's back. Okay, stop it. Did my mic get fucked up? Let me know if my voice sounds like a chipmunk, because sometimes Charlie just hit the mic, and I feel like sometimes when that happens, my voice turns into a chipmunk. We're just gonna do some classic little cartoon eyes. This cat is out of control today. Alright. Okay. Alright, fine, right? It's fine. I see no problems here. Oh yes I do. These need to be moved back. These are creepy. Alright. I see no problems. I think it's great. Let's make the eyes really big. Wow, incredible. I love it. Yeah, it is very funny when my voice turns into like a chipmunk voice, especially when no one tells me and I keep it like that for like a really long time. Okay. Alright, so I think this was a great idea. I think yeah, that was Share Love Tea's idea, right? To do the caterpillar. I think that worked out really well. Yeah, it's great. Got Charlie in my lap. He's my special boy. Look, see? I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. It's too hard. You can't see it. Okay, cool. So, basically, that's what's up. We've got this little friend. I think that worked out good. And it is blinking, which I think is kind of fun. Charlie. Okay. You need to make a choice. You can sit down, that's fine. Okay. So basically I think that's it. I think we've got it. So we've got, we've created this little friend here. We've created these little friends here. Now, where are my other butterflies? Oh, this one. This one turned out really good. I actually really like this one. This one's the most realistic one that we made. And then, these are the ones, these are the kind of fun ones over here. My camera zoom is like super, super slow. I need to fix that. All right, so what we're gonna do is Tuesday we are going to do another, Charlie, okay. So Tuesday we're gonna do another patch stream. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some new assets to play with. And then I also have a, what's it called? Oof, I'm a little out of it today. Oh, I have a tutorial coming out. It's gonna teach you how to make a cupcake. I keep saying that I have that coming out because I've been working on it for a very long time. I had to teach myself how to use DaVinci Resolve, editing software. I had to do a lot of stuff. I had to get over my self-consciousness, my shyness about recording myself, because it's a lot easier to do these live streams than to record myself and edit it and stuff. It just seems a lot less scary. So I did create this thing. It's almost done. I'm trying to release it hopefully before our patch day stream. So yeah, they're dope. Yeah, the Monarch actually worked out really well. We used it's all the material that made it like that. If you look, this is all what material is this? Wallpaper. It's one of the wallpapers. It's like Monarch one. Yeah, see, we were using this wallpaper Japanese stars, And then we just changed the tiling. We did a lot of stuff with the tiling. See, there's a lot you can do with just changing this stuff around here. You can make infinite butter. I mean, you could do so much with just changing this tiling and like changing the colors. I'm gonna revert it back because I like it the way that it was. But yeah, you can do a lot with just changing this one material. And it's really fun. It's really fun to do this. I could make so many of these just with this one material. Okay. I'm gonna go back to what it was though before because I liked it better the way it was. Ooh, that one's pretty good though. All right. All right, whatever. I think I undid some stuff that I didn't mean to undo. Oof, I don't know. Okay. All right, but thanks for joining. We're going to be back on Tuesday and then next Sunday. And it's going to be fun. And don't forget, if you are not already in the Discord, terrified to stream. Chompigator feels the opposite. Terrified to stream, but okay with recording, not streaming. Still looking for a way to use the leopard print trick from your other stream. Heck yes, leopard print. Yes, I need to make a materials tutorial because I love materials. I could spend like a whole stream just doing materials, and then I'm like, is this boring to anyone else? Like, because I'm having a lot of fun, so I hope other people are okay with me spending a bunch of time on materials. But yeah, the leopard print, I want to put that on, be good for like some furniture, good for like a 90s teens room. 90s preteen. Yeah, I know Cheryl T grew up in the 90s too, so Cheryl T knows. Yeah, so yeah, okay. I don't like to end the stream because I don't like to say goodbye. But I also need to eat. Okay. No, it's not okay. Materials is not boring. Good, because I really love materials. And I will see y'all later. And that's my catchphrase that I've come up with, as I say, keep creating, keep playing. I believe in you. And join the Discord if you haven't already. I think there is a... Oh, the battery's low on my thing. There's a... I think there... You can find it. Join the Discord. If you put exclamation point Discord, then in the chat you can also get a link to it. Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you Tuesday. Where's my Streamlabs? How do I have so many windows open? Okay, end stream.